In a quiet town surrounded by bright green hills and a shimmering waterfall, there was a place called Rainbow Forest. The trees there weren't ordinary trees. Their leaves shimmered with colors that changed with the sunlight, and at night they glowed softly like tiny lanterns. Most people in town believed Rainbow Forest was just a beautiful place for hiking and picnics, but two best friends, Leo and Mia, believed it held secrets. Leo was brave and curious. Mia was clever and loved solving puzzles. Every Saturday, they packed snacks, grabbed their explorer notebooks, and went on mini adventures inside the forest. One afternoon, while chasing a sparkling blue butterfly deeper into the woods than ever before, Mia tripped over something hard buried under leaves. "Ouch! What was that?" she said, brushing dirt away. Leo knelt beside her. Together, they cleared the leaves and froze. It wasn't a rock. It was an egg. But not just any egg. It was large, smooth, and glowing with soft golden light. Swirls of red and orange shimmered across its shell like moving flames. It felt warm, not hot, just warm, like sunshine on your hands. "Is this real?" Leo whispered. Before Mia can answer, the ground trembled slightly. A low rumbling sound echoed from deep within the forest. The egg shimmered brighter, and then, crack! A thin line appeared across the shell. The two friends gasped. Suddenly, they heard distant voices. "Search everywhere," someone shouted. Leo peeked through the bushes and saw three shadowy figures wearing dark cloaks moving through the trees. They carried strange metal cages. "They're looking for something," Mia whispered. Leo looked at the glowing egg. "They're looking for this." The crack on the egg grew wider. A tiny claw poked through the shell. Without another word, Leo carefully lifted the egg. It was heavier than it looked, but he managed. "We have to protect it." They ran. Branches snapped behind them as the cloaked hunters moved closer. The forest seemed to respond to the egg's glow. Vines slowly shifted, creating natural barriers. The glowing leaves shimmered brighter, almost guiding the children. They reached the old waterfall cave, a place they had explored many times before. Inside, crystals covered the walls, reflecting rainbow light everywhere. Another crack, and then the egg burst open. Out popped the tiniest dragon they had ever imagined. It had bright amber eyes, tiny wings that fluttered clumsily, and soft red scales that shimmered like sunset clouds. Smoke puffed gently from its nose as it squeaked. Mia blinked. "It's adorable." The baby dragon looked around nervously and let out a small chirp. Then it waddled toward Leo and curled up against his shoe. But outside the cave, footsteps echoed. "They found us," Leo whispered. The cloaked hunters stepped into the cave entrance. One of them raised a net launcher. Before the net could fire, the baby dragon suddenly squeaked loudly. The crystals on the cave walls glowed brilliantly. A warm golden wave of light burst outward. The hunters stumbled back, shielding their eyes. Vines from outside slithered into the cave entrance and wrapped around their legs. The forest itself was protecting the dragon. Mia grabbed Leo's arm. "I think the forest knows this dragon belongs here." The baby dragon flapped its tiny wings again, this time stronger. It looked toward the cave wall. The crystals began forming an image, a glowing picture of a tall, majestic dragon flying above the mountains. The image shimmered, showing a hidden valley far beyond the waterfall cliffs. Leo understood. That's its home. The hunters finally freed themselves from the vines and began moving again. The children had no time to waste. Carrying the baby dragon carefully between them, Leo and Mia ran deeper into the cave. Behind the crystal wall was a hidden tunnel, one they had never noticed before. The tunnel glowed softly as they walked. The The baby dragon chirped excitedly as if guiding them. The tunnel opened to a breathtaking valley hidden between towering cliffs. Waterfalls poured from above, forming a sparkling lake. Ancient dragon statues stood proudly along the rocks. And circling above the valley was a massive golden dragon. It swooped down gracefully, landing before them with a powerful yet gentle presence. Its eyes softened as it saw the baby dragon. The baby squeaked happily and fluttered toward the large dragon. The mother golden dragon gently wrapped her wing around the tiny one. She looked at Leo and Mia, not with anger, but with gratitude. The golden dragon lowered her head and touched her glowing forehead gently to each child's shoulder. A warm feeling filled their hearts, like sunlight and courage mixed together. Then, with a powerful flap of her wings, she rose into the sky, the baby dragon safely beside her. The valley shimmered. The hidden tunnel slowly faded behind them. And just like that, Leo and Mia found themselves standing back near the waterfall in Rainbow Forest. Everything looked normal again, except for one thing. At Leo's feet was a single golden scale, glowing softly. Mia smiled. Proof. Leo grinned. Best adventure ever. From that day on, they knew something important. Some secrets aren't meant to be captured. They're meant to be protected. And somewhere high above Rainbow Forest, a young dragon was learning to fly, thanks to two brave friends who chose kindness over fear.